Hi everyone, it's Crafty Tina's. This video is a tutorial video for the Slimline punch board. As you know, I've been doing tutorial videos on the punch boards so that I could add the QR code to our spreadsheets that are found on my Facebook page. These spreadsheets are going to allow you to do more sizes than the board offers. Now this is the Slimline punch board. I put that this was the Slimline card punch board on my sheet. I am going to go fix that when I add the QR code. This board tells us we can only make two sizes, and that is the original or standard Slimline and the mini. Now what this board does is it makes the card and the envelope. The card is nothing more than a piece of cardstock folded in half. You literally cut it to size and you score it down this line. We don't need this board for the card. I do like that it makes the card the right size to go in the envelope, so I have included that on my spreadsheet. We have the finished card and we have the finished envelope so that they correspond with each other. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, you know that I can't be limited. I don't like to be limited. I bought this because I was getting a lot of people asking me for a tutorial on it. So I didn't actually want or need this board, but I am collecting punch boards, so I decided to purchase it. This is the standard Slimline. It's a very skinny, long card, and I will be doing some videos on how to decorate these cards because I kind of find them interesting. The regular standard card is 3.5 by 8.5. And the envelope is 4 by 9. So the card, even if it was a little thick, because I do like to make 3D-ish cards, even if it was a little thick, it's still going to fit in here with plenty of room. It has the little extra on both the ends and the top. But this is the standard and this is the mini. I'm going to show you how to make the mini using the instructions on the board. I have taken these two sides and I put those two sizes in red, so you would know that those two measurements I got from the board. I used those measurements to work out the math and figure out the pattern so that we could make other sizes, because I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be happy if this was all I could do with this punch board. So I'm going to show you how to make the mini, and then I'm going to show you how to make the smallest you can make. Isn't this adorable? Why they did not have this size on here, I have no idea. This is so cute. Make a little matching card. The card is 3.5 by 3.5, and the envelope is a 4 by 4. This is perfect for a gift bag or a package or just a little thank you note even. I love this size. But I also made other sizes based on how this board functions. So let's go over how to make one of these envelopes. Now, like I said before, the card, you don't need this board to make the card. It has your scoring tool and it has 3 scoring lines. It has one across the top, one to the left, and one to the right. And they're marked, it's just it's indented instead of colored. So card score line is this one line on the right. Basically, it's 3.5 inches from here to here. So your card is always going to have to be 3.5 inches. And that's fine. We've got, these are slim cards. These aren't meant to be different shapes. So this is the only line you'll use. Your card paper size for the mini is 7 by 6 inches. Now, if you'll notice, both of these start with a 7. That's important. Make sure your 7 is at the top. When we get to the envelope, you'll notice that both of these start with a 9-inch. So that means the 9-inch goes across the top. I think I'll go back and add that little hint to the spreadsheet as a reminder, because this tutorial is to remind you how to use the board should you put this away for a month and forget. So let's make a card. Even though it's not necessary, we're still going to use it. Like I said, we're doing the mini, and this is 7 by 6. We're simply going to put it in the corner, and we're going to score the card line. This line here, the one on the right. Once you score your line, you're going to fold. And that's all there is to making the card itself. This is a cute size, I will admit. I don't usually make skinny cards, but this is kind of a cute size. I've already got some ideas for this one. But that is our card for the mini. Let's make the envelope. We need a 9x9 piece of paper. We're going to use cardstock for the card, but we're going to use paper for the envelope. Yes, you can use cardstock for the envelope. Just remember, it's going to be thicker, heavier, and stiffer. If you have some pretty paper, if you have two-sided, it's awesome because when you open it, it's going to show. So instead of gluing this down to gift it to somebody, I would put a little sticker so they would open it up and be able to see that this is reversible. So now let's make the mini envelope because we already have the mini card. The envelope is the same way. The first number you see, which is the 9, and it will always be 9. It is even 9 on every one of my sizes on the spreadsheet. Make sure you go to my Facebook page to get this sheet. You can print this sheet and all of the punchboard sheets from my Facebook page for free. We're going to put the 9-inch. Now, even though this page is 9 inches by 9 inches, when we make other ones, you're going to see that you always put the 9-inch across the top. This is the cutter that came with it. Oops. It's more of a green than a teal, and I'll show you the difference. Mine is more teal than green. I don't know if this board came this way. I think this board is probably older, and that might be why it's discolored. Or maybe they actually had a little bit of trouble with their plastic and it didn't come out quite the same color, because that's a pretty big difference. I noticed the first thing is my blade isn't cutting. This is fresh out of the box. It was tearing the paper. So I took my blade from my pocket punch board and I'm using that blade. You can get these replacement blades. I get them at officesupply.com. Very inexpensive, but this is the same size. So I just simply used my pocket one, and my pocket one's pretty, I've really made a lot of pockets. So this one should be dull, but it is not. It cut right away and I didn't have any problems. If you're going to make a card, save your pieces because you're going to be able to punch flowers out and decorate your card to match your envelope. Once you've cut the first corner, you're going to score on the left line and the horizontal line. Okay? And then you're going to go to the next corner. You are going to do the same thing to all 4 corners. It's not like the envelope punch board where you have to line it up to a certain number, or the pocket punch board where you have to put the little sections, the little pegs in the right place. You're going to do the same routine on all 4 corners. I've already done that score line. So now we have 2 corners cut out. We're going to flip it over and do the other 2. The same process. You're going to cut. You're going to score down, which already has a score line, and you're going to score horizontal, and then you're going to do the last corner. We're going to cut, and we're going to score, but it's already scored. So you want 4 score marks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you have 2 different things you could do. This can be the inside, or this can be the inside. I want the bright color on the inside. I think it makes a statement. So I'm going to fold it so that the bright color is on the inside. And you're simply going to fold all 4 of the score lines. Now this is the part where you decide how you want your envelope to open. This envelope opens long ways, horizontal, but you could also have it vertical and open at the top. So see how easy this is with this big opening and this big flap? If you want, you can glue all of this down, leaving this flap open, and your card can go in from the top. So it all depends on how you want your envelope. I glued this envelope, just basically put glue on each side of the flap. If you want to do your envelope this way, you would put glue on the big flap, And then you would put glue on the oval part of one end, just like that. So it's the same paper, same size paper, but now it's two different looks. I kind of like this shape a lot for greeting cards, but I like this one as well. It reminds me of our pocket punch, but in a bigger capacity. So your card can go in this envelope, or your card can go in this envelope. And that is how you make it based on the instructions on the board. Super simple, not complicated at all. There's no measuring, there's no moving, there's no lining anything up. You simply put it in the corner, cut, score, and score. Now let's make the smallest envelope. This is the card. This is the envelope. My finished envelope is going to be a 4x4. So my page size needs to be a 9 by 6.5. So I have another piece of paper, and we're going to double check it's a 9 by 6.5. Now remember, we're doing the envelope. 9 has to go across the top. You can't make it this way. You have to make it this way. Now I am going to go back and play with this board a little bit and see what other kind of things we can do with it. But for now, we have 12 different sizes of slimline envelopes we can play with. So we're going to do the line on the left and the line across the top. We're going to flip it over. And we're going to cut. We're going to do the line on the left, because remember, this is the card, this is the envelope, and it does tell you at the top of the board. We're going to flip it to the next corner. We're just doing every corner. We don't have to put it on a measurement. We don't have to move pegs. We're really just a simple little board that we're out here having fun with. So again, if you buy this and it's ripping your paper, it could be your blade. So now I have an envelope. And again, I can pick on what color I want on the outside and what color I want on the inside. I can also choose to have it open and close this way, or I can choose to have it open and close this way. I really like this way. So you're simply going to, down each side, put some hot glue, or any kind of glue you wish. Super easy, and now we have a 4x4 envelope. If we want our card, we simply take a page size 7 by 3.5, score it down the center, and we end up with a finished card of 3.5. That part's pretty easy. I'm sure you guys can do that part on your own. Let's move to the largest size that is on my sheet. That means I needed a page size of 9 by 12. Our finished envelope is going to be a 4 by 9.5. Again, we always want to use the 9-inch when we're making envelopes to go across the top. Now this is a very big page because it is a large envelope. I wanted to go as high as we could, and 12-inch paper is as high as I have. Across the top and down. We're going to go as far as the board will allow it, and I've never made one this big, but because you cut off the corners, it's still going to make your scoring line just fine. I'm going all the way to the end of the board. Now I'm going to flip this over, cut off another corner. I have my score line here, and it is a full score line. Even though I couldn't go all the way because it came off the board, it's still fine. So because we can make all these sizes, it really makes me wonder why We Are Memory Keepers, or is it Keepers? Yeah, We Are Memory Keepers. I know they've changed that to We Are Makers. This one still says We Are Memory Keepers. It really makes me wonder why they didn't give us that many directions. Like, why didn't you tell us we could make 12 different envelopes or 12 different cards with this board? Why tell us 2? Now here we can do this way, or again, we can do this way. If you're doing a greeting card, I really like this way. Just reminds me of the old school envelopes when we actually sent mail in the mail. You just basically are gluing glue on each side, here to here. So all I did was put a little glue here and a little glue here, and now I have a great envelope. It's very pretty. The style is very nice, very pretty style. And that is how you use your slimline punch board. Now, that is the simplest explanation, but I want you to check something out. No matter what size we made here today and what size I had already made, you'll notice one thing is consistent. And that is everything is 4 inches wide. You're not going to be able to get away from that until I experiment with this board to see if we even can do anything different. And the reason it's 4 inches wide is because of the score line. This is the edge, and this is your score line. This is the edge and your score line. So the only way to get this envelope is the distance here from the edge to the score line. So we can't make this flap bigger or smaller, so that's why it limits us as to how wide our envelope can be. But I still want to do it. I still want to play around and just see what I can come up with. But I wanted you to see and point out that even though we have this little bitty envelope here and this great big envelope here, the common theme is 4 inches. Now I know we can do it this way or this way, but you still, one side of the envelope will always be 4 inches. But these little 4x4s are my favorites so far. They're adorable. Keep in mind, this is how you find your size. Once you have your starting page size, 9 by 6.5, all the way up to 9 by 12. Once you have that starting page size, this is the size envelope you're going to end up with. Once you have that starting piece of paper, that starting page, you don't need anything else as a guide, because you're always just going to put it in the corner, cut the corner off, score 2 lines, and do all 4 corners. So guys, what do you think of the Slimline punch board? I like it. I think I would recommend it. If you're a paper crafter, envelopes are adorable. Now I'm going to do a video on this board, and I'm going to compare it to our pocket punch board and the envelope punch board, so I can tell you the 3 boards and what their different looks are. I think it really needs a comparison video for those 3, so make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe so you will see what happens when I start decorating these slim cards. This is your tutorial for the Slimline punch board. When you get the sheet, there will be a QR code here that will always bring you back to this video so that you can make 12 sizes instead of 2. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, happy crafting.